Hi, Joe Walker here with Def Digits Guitar Lessons. Today I have part 4 of the Mother of All Major Scale Exercises. This is the last episode in the series. Make sure you've already seen parts 1, 2, and 3, details for all of those, and today's lesson as well at my website, defdigits.com. Also make sure you have a little familiarity with the cycle of fourths. We covered that in part 3, and there's also a link for that, explaining the whole thing, everything you need to know, down in the info in this video. So to get started, let's review what we did in the first 3 parts. In part 1, we were doing the major scale caged shapes. Just take one major scale like C major and go up one position, slide up to the next one and go down that one. Then we zigzag our way all the way up and all the way down in that key. Then we go to the next key and we do all 12 keys of the zigzag through the whole positions. Part 2, we would limit that to just 2 strings at a time. So we would go up 2 strings of the position and then slide up to the next position. And then slide up to the next position. And so on, through all 5 string pairs and all 12 keys again. Part 3, we took part 1 and ran those shifts through the cycle of fourths. So we would go up through C, slide up, down through F, slide up through B flat, slide up, down through E flat, etc. Part 4 today is going to combine parts 2 and 3. So we're going to limit the exercise to 2 strings at a time, just like we did back in part 2. And then every time we shift, we're going to run through the cycle of fourths. So we're going to go, if we're starting on the low C again, we've just gone up through 2 strings of the C position, that position in C major, and then we slide up to the next position and shift to F at the same time. So we slide up and shift to F. So now we come down in F major, slide up, shift to B flat. So we ascend in B flat major, slide up to E flat, slide up to A flat, etc. So we can go through the entire exercise that we did in part 3, where you start on the lowest C you can find, you shift up 6 times, and if you just started on C, you'd get up to G flat right here. This position between frets 16 and 19. So you'd go shift up 6 times and then you'd shift all the way back down and you'd end up on F, starting at the lowest position. So then you'd go all the way up and back down, and then you'd start on B flat, go all the way up and back down. And with each shift you're going through the cycle of fourths, and you just happen to go through 13 shifts total to come back to the next one in the cycle to start that on your new ascent. So then the idea is to do that on all 5 string pairs again, just like we did in part 2. And just so everything's clear, I'll run through a little bit of the exercise just on the middle string pair on strings 3 and 4, starting with C major, the lowest place you can play, the C major position. And I'll just do the ascent and descent a few times through that. And just as with part 3, it's very important to say aloud the key that you're in with each shift. So I start with C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and this is where we turn around to B, E, A, D, G, C, F. And now we're starting the new ascent with F that we just played at the lowest position. So the next move is a slide up to B flat, which is here. E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, and now turn around to E. A. D. Whoops. D is here. There we go. And G. C. F. B flat. So now B flat is our lowest one, and slide up to E flat. And A flat, D flat, so on. Just keep going through the cycle. Every time you've gone up 6 shifts, turn around and come back. And the highest one you play will normally be between frets 15 and 20, or 15 to 21. It'll get higher and higher as you go through the whole cycle. And that's it for part 4. Leave a comment below on the YouTube video or on my website, deafdigits.com, and I'll walk you through if you need any help. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Joe Walker Guitar. I'm going to be doing a lot more lessons like this in the future, hopefully not so advanced and crazy, mentally difficult like this one. Also, if you have any requests for future lessons, contact me through my website, deafdigits.com. Let me know what you'd like to see. Thank you for watching. Happy plunking.